Hey everyone, welcome to a quick look solo, which, as the people have demanded, we're going to differentiate quick looks that just involve myself. I do plan on bringing people in Chicago when I'm actually living downtown, but right now, living the suburban life, it's just me. So to kind of set expectations better when people click on videos, we're going to label them as quick look solos, which means it's just me. It's just me. For better or for worse, it is just me. And the idea behind some of these is that it's not going to be stuff that the other guys would be covering. This is stuff that is sort of specifically I want to see more of. And so the games that I'm going to be sort of quick looking are certainly not going to be games that would be covered otherwise. No one in the office likes Dishonored, which I think they're a bunch of crazy people. So we're going to look at this new Dishonored DLC, which is the Brigmore Witches. It is the second DLC for Dishonored. The first one, the Knife of Dunwall, has you playing as Dowd, who was one of the side characters, an evil character from Dishonored. So you kind of get to flip the script a little bit. And this is the second DLC. It's sort of a continuing storyline. And so if you haven't seen the first DLC, they've kind of mixed up the mechanics a little bit, and part of that is what changes before you actually go out on a mission. For example, you can now purchase favors, which don't change the dynamic of the mission that much, but can create some subtle tweaks that are definitely worthwhile in investing and give you something else to spend your money on if you've kind of already set into your style. Like, I have all these other upgrades, but I don't really use arc mines. Maybe I don't use choke dust as much as I should, but I'm sort of settled into my ways of how I play, and so I don't really spend my money on that stuff. So favors are a good way to actually spend the coin that you're picking up in missions. So for example, this is a hidden rune that you wouldn't find in the mission otherwise, so I'll go ahead and pay 200 coins to get access to that. Former Rothwild laborer, a laborer you saved from the jail cell in Rothwild's slaughterhouse, has some useful information for you. Meet him at the textile mill. I don't know if I actually did that in the previous mission. This is the we're about to set off on the second mission in the game. But sure, useful information. That seems all right. I don't need another. I don't need any of this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade my bolt capacity. Pick up one more rewire tool. I like to have two, and with the last bit of coin, get a wristbow bolt. And we're gonna go to the mission.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the dead eels. They're fighting in the streets.
So it's the second mission. I need to get access to a boat in order to go upriver and get outside of Dunwall a little bit. So this mission is about paying back a...
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
So I've only played the first couple minutes of this mission, and this gang fight has played out differently each time. So it would probably look a little bit nicer if it was scripted, but I've had the gang on the right win, I've had the gang on the left win, so it can go either way. In this case, the gang on the right won. So because this is more of a casual quick look, I'm going to definitely play this a little more like how I play. So I'm going to go ahead and save. When I tend to play games like this, I am a notorious saver. I'm very meticulous about how I play, and even though I'm playing this live, I'm going to play a little bit more like I normally do. So there are a couple new powers in this one, even built upon what was in the Knife of Dunwall. So pull is the big new one. So you'll see there's a object over there. I can go ahead and grab that. And as with Dishonored in the past, if you just use up one of those minor powers, that will refill automatically, so you don't always have to be using your mana vials. Hey, buddy. So I'm not gonna mess with him yet. Oh, got someone over there. What I really like about Dishonored is that it's really accommodating to a bunch of different play styles, and I just love the verticality. Ooh.
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Yeah. So I need to get... I'd like to try and find that hidden rune. I think that's where we're going to try and head first. So the question is whether I try and get around these guys. So I think the way I'm going to do that is one of my favorite additions to this DLC is being able to summon an assassin. So we'll move this off, switch to summon assassin.
What is that?
One of the other new additions is that you can blink in midair now. So I can get over there. Look, it's like nothing ever happened. What this also allows you to do is to better manipulate the systems so that you can reach places that you otherwise wouldn't, or it was too far to do. I think it also accommodates a play style from Dishonored that I often did, which was to run off of ledges and then try and go further than the game was allowing you to. Oh, they're still fighting down there. And this just makes it less frustrating. So now when I jump, I actually have time to figure out what I want to do. So we got the hidden rune over there. Get a little more height. So those guys are on alert now. So I'm certainly not doing a completely silent playthrough. I am pretty high up now, though. And you will still suffer fall damage. Let's see. Corrupted Charm is 30 meters. I don't see any way of getting inside from over here. Unless I missed something over there. Let's just double check. Oh, I screwed that up. Alright, why don't we say... I'll try and live with that. I don't think that was a total killjoy for what I'm trying to do. Alright, so they're all over there, so we're cool. Got two guys over there. I just really like the look of this game. I like everything about this game. Really.
I thought dragging it up out of the mud was the hard part, but I have no idea how to open it. Hammers? Really? Look at that thing. What was that? You asleep? Get up.
So one of the things that I really like about playing as Dowd in this DLC is that traditionally when I play these games, I'm very careful about... Key required. What happened to that other dude? Did he fall over? I'm very careful to not kill anyone, and I play like a good guy, and although sometimes I'll kill people, it's super rare for the way I usually play these games. And it's often because the games are a blank slate in terms of the character that you're playing as, intentionally, because they want to encourage players to sort of define themselves. But as Dowd, this dude's an asshole. Like, he is just a bad guy. And so I don't then feel crappy for playing as a bad guy. And so oftentimes I will err on the side of not even... playing my normally accommodating playthrough of trying to put everyone to sleep. I will just kill dudes and not worry about it. warned, poor fortune has followed me every step of the way ever since laying hands on this thing, and I'm overjoyed at the prospect of leaving it here and being done with it. May it treat you better than it has me, and if some unlucky local has stumbled upon this wicked bone, heed these 2 warnings. If, as I have said above, poor fortune will find you, but more importantly, this is intended for delivery to the most dangerous man in the Empire. If you are in possession of something he wants, you may count your remaining hours on one hand. One of the things that they also seem to have improved in the DLC is they've taken to heart some of the criticisms that the dialogue and the sort of like the world-building text, those books, aren't as repeated nearly as often. You would find repeated text all the time in Dishonored when I played through the original game, and it made it so that you actually didn't want to look at that stuff anymore, which was unfortunate because I think it did a really good job when it was good of fleshing out that world in a really interesting way. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and be anal retentive and save. So I think I'm gonna head towards the texture mill. I really wish that safe had been. Wait. Oh man, how did that guy? Why is he? Where did his skin go? I didn't do that. So I think I'm gonna head towards the texture mill and. Ooh. Some gang activity is happening. Well, not me. There's a corrupted charm up there. Ooh, and there's a rune up there. Okay, let's Ooh. And also there are these are just gangs beating up on each other. So screw them, right? I forget how the arc mines work. We try and buy ourselves some time over here. I've not been using the pull function very much. My guess is that would actually be super useful for continuing to pick people's pockets when you're trying to lace yourself with coin. Thought maybe this might be a way up. Apparently not. Alright, so we're gonna actually try and
Get up and we'll finish this.
I can't.
I think you owe me.
I thought I was finished. They'll never believe who saved me.
You owe me, brother. Give me something. Oh well.
If you're here to kill me, make it fast or get lost.
Nah. If I had the rat power, then I think that might be funny to use on you, but I think I'll let you live. I'm spending way too much time on the ground. I definitely prefer to be roaming around. That's why I immediately... Ooh. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... Sorry, guys. One thing I actually am liking about playing this in front of everyone is I feel more of an obligation to use all of the powers as opposed to constantly, I'll read this later, constantly falling into, I think a trap that we all do when we play games like this is, okay, this works, so I'm going to execute this move every single time when it works. So if you use sleep darts, and use sleep darts. If you use slow time, use slow time. So I kind of like that I'm being forced out of my comfort zone to do something a little bit different. But I still never use guns. And it's actually got nothing to do with, like, sort of my moral compass. Playing as Dowd, or when you play as Corvo, it actually has everything to do with just I don't think it's that cool. I think it's way cooler to use the knife, and so I go out of my way to try and find ways to use the knife when possible. So the rune's in there. There was that corrupted something or other, right? Okay, it's over there. Why don't we check out this rune? Why don't we save?
All these rats crawling away from everything.
I don't have anything to throw. We'll put this guy to sleep. I don't even know who he is. He just seems like a normal dude. Just the dressmaker. He's just trying to make it work out here. He's got some cool stuff going on. He's got a creepy doll. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll take your money, though. I am a bad guy. Keep hoping I might come across that safe. I'm gonna go ahead and take your rune. Okay, so one of the new things in this DLC, so bone charms were in the original game, and these are basically little bits that take less damage from falls. Potions give you moderately more health. Different little perks, if you will. But what's new to, I think, this DLC specifically, I don't remember these in the last one, are I forget what they're actually calling them, but they're basically, I think they're corrupted bone charms, but they have a benefit and a penalty. So enemies have a high chance to miss range attacks who are more visible to enemies. You deal greater damage with your sword. You swing your sword slower. I'm not using either of them right now. The ones I've got is choking is faster, slightly faster with carrying corpse. Potions give you more mana, and you swing your sword moderately faster, and max health increased. Actually, would probably rather have max mana increased, because I don't honestly find myself in situations. If your weapons are sheathed, your speed is boosted. You know what? Get rid of that health. I want to be able to move faster. So now if I put away my weapons, increase speed. I like it. I like it. Just gonna eat all the stuff, even though it doesn't do anything to my mana. Double check anything I missed in the room. Nope, those are the bullets over there. Not sure why that would just be hanging out there. Let's try and go to the textile mill. Where's the fight? Where are the fights happening? Ooh. That does not seem to be working out so well for that dude. I think this is fantastic. Oh, wow. It's not working out for any of them. I think the dynamic elements, specifically in this mission, are exceptionally cool. I'm pretty sure if I leap, I still take fall damage based on how much you have fallen prior to executing the blink. So I can't just like jump and completely negate all of my fall damage. Oh, let's find out. What about if I fall on that thing? Well, that wasn't so bad. Alright, the textile mill is right there.
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
God, that blinking is just unbelievable. It is so much fun to use. Oh yeah, wasn't there corrupted charm? 1 of 3. Let's see what this one does. Shivering silhouette. Enemies have a high chance to miss range. Or no, wait. Zephyr. Overall movement speed is increased. Damage taken is increased. That's not a bad one. I like that's. I'm still gonna stick with what I got, but that's not a bad trade-off there. This mission also seems exceptionally large. Like the textile mill, I'm guessing, is its own separate area and not merely just an objective point. Okay, so we got guys down there. I could try and follow that wiring. I've got a rewire kit. Ooh.
No thanks. Every man for himself.
I'll just edit out all these moments where I save. People just think I'm just so good at this game.
I'm touched.
Oh, what did I miss? A former merchant from Draper's Ward. Better days. Jerome now deals in black market and hard to find items from the safety of his apartment overlooking Millinery Canal. Okay. Well, that means there's another apartment out there, probably in that area that I could go and check out. Doesn't seem to have tagged it on my map, so I have to find it myself. Let's wait for that guy to move. I don't think I'm gonna manipulate that. Let's see if I can bring that over. Hey, buddy. I don't think I can grab that. That's great. I want to read what's in there, though. Highline control. Okay, alright. Well, you know what? Now I think we are going to fuck with it, now that I've gotten that key. That pull is... That's a cool power. Alright, so we're going to need them to walk back.
What the fuck are you? Draper's Ward is the sweetest salvage since the plague came.
You ask me? We should stick to the factory work. Crowds are bringing in plenty of coin.
Loot like this just sitting here? It's not how the Hatters play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn it. Didn't seem to face them. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Nailed it. That's great. Be cautious with this equipment. Well, I was very cautious. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's see what's going on.
The password system. The Hatters are getting organized.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I picked that up.
What's the password?
I seem to have forgotten it.
Nice try, River Rat. Get lost.
Okay. So I can't quite get over there yet. Means I need to find some other stuff. Oftentimes that'll be... Maybe that's... Ba-ba-ba. Nope. So this is my primary task, Editor Wakefield. He was the second in command to Lizzie, who is this girl who at one point owned a boat that I need to get upriver, so I need to kind of reclaim it for her. Mission clues. Ooh. Hey guys, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
Huh?
That's taking out those guys. Okay, well, let's at least do a little bit more before we...
What?
Oh, jeez.
Come on, let's get this guy.
Oh, nope, Hey, look, I don't want to be messed with. I don't want to mess around.
Why don't you come out and dance the river shimmy with me?
Nice.
One of the things they've also improved in the DLC is, so I mentioned that the sort of the world building that happens with the textbooks repeated, and that happened all the time with the graffiti as well. And I've noticed that way less in the DLC. Hard to say if that's something they took to heart or just they had more time to add additional art to the DLC. But either way, it's welcomed because it just allows the world to breathe in a way that it couldn't before. Well, I don't see... Ooh. Trying to find that apartment, but so far I went over there, so I've been in there, and then next to that was the dressmaker. Could there be one over here? Could I get in that door? There's this section over here.
Must have been nothing.
Well, what would be the best way to even get over there? I suppose I could go all the way. Can I even get up there? Nope. The game gates you at that point, so you can't do everything. It doesn't account for every possible situation that theoretically you'd be able to get into with the powers available to you. But it's pretty good about allowing you to do whatever might be possible with the game's powers. Well, so one of the things it's... Ooh. Sorry. Game just freaked out. Minimized on me. Sorry about that. And now it's doing it again. Feel free to stop doing that, PC. I don't. The audio manager just freaked out for a second there. All right, well let's go screw around before we wrap this up, because now is the point where I will just start going to kind of meticulously going around looking for stuff, and that's maybe not that interesting. So let's just get into some trouble. Boom. Alright. I feel pretty good about that one. With that, I think I'm going to bring this quick look solo to a close. This is the Brigmore witches. We did not run into any witches during this playthrough, but it is the final, third and final piece of DLC for Dishonored, which is one of my favorite games last year, and could not be happier that there are reasons to play it again in 2013. As I have lamented in the past, I really wish more of Giant Bomb was into this, but I'm glad that the audience is. Boom! And that we can play this together, because you guys should play this, because this seems excellent, just as the Knife of Dunwall was excellent. So I'm looking forward to checking out more of this. And it's available now on PC, 360, PS3, your DLC platform of choice. I played through the game on 360. I had a grand old time, but obviously, like many of these things, if you can play it on PC, that is sort of the ideal platform. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk with you guys later.